Boom, everybody!
Whoa.
Holy goodness gracious. Are we streaming another 3DS game? We dare.
Yes.
We dare, and it's Pilotwings Resort, the launchiest launch game of them all.
And hey, I'm Henry.
Pilotwings expert, Brett Elston.
New Pilotwings scrub, Chris Ness Antista.
And yeah, welcome to talking over some voiceover there. Welcome to everybody. Thanks for waiting. We had a slight delay, but Brandolph 90 Humidifier, easy peasy. Juice Caboose, CDG Comedy, easy peasy. RB's, Pasta Bird, everybody.
What the fuck is that about?
This is when it asked me to. Whoa! I hear myself. When it asks you to please sign your name in, and I'm like, no.
Why do we hear ourselves?
Is there a tab open somewhere, perhaps?
That's
So this is Pilotwings Resort. There had been a big gap in Pilotwings games at this point. The N64 one was the last one. They launched the N64 in '96.
Yeah.
There was no GameCube one. There was no Wii one yet.
There was they added Woohoo Island to the Wii Sports Resort, which so then this became
where Pilotwings takes place now.
Yes.
But yeah, so there's different things you can do.
So
we'll start with the free flight mode playing. So when you play, you can like all the Pilotwings games, it's skill based. You just try to do things, perform tasks, and can you get better times, get better scores, and the music is super funked up. But when you do the free flight, it's not just free flight. You can also, this music, man. It is Weather Channel.
You do love your Pilotwings music.
Weather Channel. We did a VG
Beautiful.
Empire about this. Actually.
Guys, this is not me, Tomo. We're focusing on the past, not the present.
Well, yeah, because this is the anniversary. March 27th, 2011 is when this game came out, and I remember us getting the review 3DSs like it was yesterday, because I don't know about you guys, but for me in the Games Press, this was my first launch ever. I'd worked at Games Radar. Yeah, I'd worked at Games Radar for 3 years, but there had not been one console launch since then. So I was very excited to see what it was going to be like. And I reviewed like 3 of the games, and on this one, Brett reviewed this one.
Yeah, I reviewed this one, and I think this is the only launch game. But at this point, I think this was my.
Who did Street Fighter?
Oh, I think I did review that one too. Yeah.
I think I did Monkey Ball.
And I did the Steel Diver.
Steel Diver.
And the Ghost Recon game.
It's too difficult.
So you're an expert at Pilotwings. I really like this game, but what I was really frustrated about, I was genuinely excited for the 3D, and this game requires so much precision, and you're moving so much, it constantly came out of whack, and I can't see the ring if the 3D is on.
I've done it now.
Ooh,
Holy shit! Holy shit! Okay.
Well, that way nobody was
I've never
hurt.
failed that hard.
And I haven't played this game in 5 years. But so the free flight, you can just fly around and try to find these locations, and it'll tell you on the bottom screen oh, did you know this is where we do this? And that's that part from Wii Sports Resort. And you can fill this out, and it's not. There's no challenge here. It's just can you fly around the island and find all this stuff, and get used to the controls. Then you can go into the game and actually do
a barrel roll.
Hey, you cheesed it out. Good.
No, Melocuyo says that he doesn't think free flight should have a timer. It should just be free.
I agree. I don't like that there's a timer, but it's weird that it's free flight, but with still a goal. There's things to pop.
Night Humidifier is calling you the Red Barrelston.
I get it.
Hey, we have actually streamed a Snoopy Red Baron game.
Yeah,
How about that, guys? Check out the rest of the channel if you're just joining us. And I know that's impossible, because there's no way the Pilotwings pool has finally brought you into the Laser Time fold.
And at the time, Brett, how did the 3D, was it good 3D?
I thought it was.
It was. It's just when you're trying to do something that precise and you move your 3DS slightly and all of a sudden you cannot see see that ring or where you are because there are 2 of them. I found that really frustrating because I do like the 3D element, and I will say the new 3DS, the head tracking, I turned 3D back on again and I've enjoyed it in several games. As long as it doesn't come at a loss of frame rate, I like the 3D.
Yeah. Whoa, what? I didn't do that! I didn't do that! I didn't push any shoulder buttons!
Oh.
What is happening?
I'm just ejected.
This level is in Smash 4, brings up Perpetual Christopher. Yes, yeah.
Dan Mars asking, does this have a 9/11 minigame? It does. It does, but you have to find Building 7, which nobody has been able to do, even our own government.
Skeletor's Pimp Cane says, this has been one of my favorite 3DS games so far to date.
This is MLG.
You try it, you're showing off there, man.
What have you platinum the shit out of this or whatever?
So I did. Oh, whoa,
crap,
man! Oh, now I've done it again.
Did going faster make the frame rate improve?
All right. I underestimated how fast the turbo actually was. But so I didn't really do much this time around.
So this is like a Tony Hawk level. You have a timer and like see how many objectives you can accomplish.
I didn't think of it that way.
OG Tony Hawk level.
CDG Comedy says, Hank, I'm sure people are telling you enough with the Batman versus Superman talk, but you need to get Dan Slott on a podcast after seeing you two on Twitter today.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got blocked today by somebody who I agreed with Dan Slott. I was like, yeah, guy, you're doing the wrong thing, or you're getting this story all wrong. And I agree with Dan Slott. And then the guy said, "You are supremely disingenuous." Blocked. And he blocked me.
So I did all the training. I did every bronze. I did every silver. And gold, I'm missing a few of the...
What a fake gamer guy, man. Didn't get all gold.
Doesn't
Boo.
matter. I saw everything the game can do.
And
even platinum, it's like I'm a few shy of having all
your review is a lie, man.
Yeah.
Go back and redact that review on GamesRadar.com.
You don't know this game.
Isn't even entertaining.
Bro, do you even lift journalism?
So here we go. This is what we came to see.
Oh,
this is really hard too.
Giving everybody props.
I don't know. I'm sad about what Brendall says. He says Batman versus Superman talk is becoming the new wrestling talk.
Well, you notice none of us mentioned it, Hank.
Yes. I'm reading the chat. It's what the chat's talking about.
Hey, that's right. Blame it on the chat. I don't know what that does other than knock shit over.
Honeycomb.
Oh. Okay. Well, here's an important question.
This music is so good.
Norse's champ, or no such champ. Anyway, they're curious, Brett. Where do you rank Resort among the Pilotwings franchise of the three? I guess
only three.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They're all kind of equal in their own. They actually do a good job of doing very different things. I love the Super NES one. But part of the reason I love it is because, like most Super NES games and games of that era, it's like, we're going to do one thing really well.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a great deal of it. You can beat it in 30 minutes, and then you're done.
I don't
and
know.
this is like, what if we just gave you more stuff to do? And it's like, that's fine, but I won't do it all.
Yeah.
Had I not been,
I don't know how
required by career to do it.
Recreate the situation of having an NES for a decade and then getting a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
With a game like Pilotwings, like this has not been done before on a console. There are views in the game and extremes that you've never seen before. It was really neat to have that as a launch. Pilotwings has always been a launch game, though, right?
Yeah. And
all three of them were launch games.
The N64 one I liked because little states. It's a stage that approximates the entire continental U.S., but crushed into a goofy N64 stage.
At Oklahoma stage.
Though Pilotwings had to do more than it was expected to, just because there were no.
Brett, go! How do you even get to that in time?
How do you speed up?
Bullshit! I have to pedal. Oh, I'm dead.
But
I'm
poor,
a dead man.
poor Pilotwings. It had to be like, well, have you done every single thing in Mario 64? I guess you can play Pilotwings and maybe Wave Race in 2 months.
I mean, Pilotwings always had that luxury. I don't think it's ever had the burden of trying to carry a console at launch.
Except this time, it was the premier Nintendo game. Like, I think, they thought. Oh, I also reviewed Nintendogs Plus Cats. I did that one too.
But this is not one of those things you would really look at as a system seller, and Nintendo positioned it as such, and it's kind of unfair to the game because it means you probably did not get a 3DS at launch and therefore probably ignored this game.
Yeah.
But it's perfectly fine. I like it quite a bit.
The best part about this is to get this excitement. This is way late in the game. You have to do a lot. But even though, you can see most of what the game has to offer in a few hours.
Yeah.
And then it's all about refining and embittering your scores, which is what I love.
Same as one of my favorite games ever, Blast Corps. Games like this and Blast Corps should always be new hardware tech showcases, launch games to the extreme. What I don't like is that, what is this game called?
Pilotwings Resort.
Resort, capitalizing on a failed new thing Nintendo was trying to introduce at the time, following up Wii Sports Resort.
Oh shit! I didn't realize how low I was.
If you were on 3D, you would have noticed it more, I bet.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking.
Ratmandu was asking me how can I play Miitomo because it's not on Windows Phone. Guys, I haven't had Windows Phone jokes are fine and dandy, but I have not.
It's too real now. Huh?
I have not owned a Windows Phone
until his company bought him an iPhone.
For 2 years, okay? I have not used a Windows Phone in 2 years, okay?
Pretty good.
I haven't downloaded Miitomo yet.
I think I did better than my best there.
That's too bad, because whatever phone you have now defines you.
I may have done better.
Brett, they wonder, where does this rank in the OSTs? Which has the best OST?
Shit, that's not even my best score.
Not really knocking Wii Sports Resort
second best score.
But it was...
Wow. The last time I played it, March 18th, 2011.
Almost happy birthday to me.
Wow. So that shows you how early we had the 3DS as well. 2 weeks ahead of launch. That was the last time you played.
Last time I played this.
9 days before the launch was the last time you played this.
Oh no, I do not want to do that again. Let's quit the hell out of that.
There's so many other vehicles you can hop into.
I want to thank the beautiful person out there who hooked us up with the ability to capture off a live 3DS. Someday, I hope to have a game that we have to bother showcasing the bottom screen.
Yeah.
It has not occurred as of yet.
I would love to stream some Monster Hunter, but it's just this music is so.
Well, we'll have cross eventually.
Sky Dash. Oh, I love the jetpack level.
Yeah, whoa!
Oh, this is a goofy.
See, this is the mode that I started getting frustrated with. I had 3D on, but this requires like so many
tiny adjustments. Yeah,
feather button presses that I just kept losing sight of these rings. And guys, if this doesn't look that pretty, it is a 3DS. I don't know what its native resolution is.
Kind of blown up.
Probably a third disc.
173p, I believe.
You can use it when you play Kingdom Hearts 3DS, Chris. That uses both screens.
Guys, we are tentatively trying to get through all the Kingdom Hearts 1 on our YouTube channel.
A long play of Kingdom Hearts?
Damn it, I missed one, man.
How do you know that you missed it?
All right, restart mission.
Oh, you're going to do that then, are you?
CDG Comedy wants to see some MLG Mario 3D Land gameplay.
That's the first thing I did when I got this capture unit. I wanted to play the last level and get through it. I spent 3 hours trying to get to the last level in Mario 3D Land, which I will call the hardest official Mario level in history.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, Easy Peasy says this music sounds like MC Hammer's cartoon show.
With my pair of magic shoes.
Was it Brett or Tyler who coined the term pigdom farts? Pingdom farts?
Pigdom farts. That is offensive.
Who said that?
I do have that game right back there, people. You can't see
Pigdom
it.
farts.
Brendel thinks it's going to take you 2 years to finish Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I remember how excited we were for it. Like, oh shit, they have representation from The World Ends With You. A great game. I hope people finally have the ability to play a game.
Yeah.
Again.
Well,
Holy shit, really? That's just like an instant knockback that shaves 10 seconds off your score?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I think The World Ends With You is available on the iOS.
I think it is.
Yeah, I downloaded it like a year ago, and then the touch controls were not great.
You know, it was fun. The third time I went to Japan, I went with a
what? The target. You gotta hit the target first. Touch the target.
Well, I can do whatever I want.
No, you have to. That has to happen first before the ring appears.
No, it disappeared in front of me.
Oh, see, there it is.
Oh, I see. It buds.
But
nice.
buds. But no, the third time I went to Japan, I went with a friend Ryan, and Ryan, he played through to prepare for his trip to Japan. He played through all of World Ends With You. So then when he was walking around Shibuya, like, oh, there's that. It was like a sightseeing tour for him.
Okay. Glad it had a happy ending because I expected to like go to a restaurant and order something like, it's okay. I played World's Ends With You. I know what I'm doing in Japan.
Well, specifically,
I know these people.
Yes. No, specifically, World Ends With You takes place all in Shibuya, and it's just has so many specific Shibuya landmarks. Shibuya.
No, it's not Skeletor Pimpkin. It's not the Bone Bowser one. It's just the I don't know how to explain the last level in 3D Land. Because that game is super easy and like you can breeze through it.
Platforms.
And then it's like, okay, you did that. If you're a kid, why don't you go sit down? If you're an adult,
here's the real game.
Here's the real game. This is gonna hurt.
Ooh.
We got this. 10% fuel. Adjusting. Wind.
Whoa! I didn't even notice the wind. Like what?
What
the fuck is happening?
Close.
Like, does it say the wind on the bottom screen or something?
So our 3DS, our red light is on.
Yeah.
Which,
let's see how much longer we can go.
Which is the Apollo Theater hooked cane of this stream.
I like it better when the clown comes out and dance.
Oh, the sweeper, yeah.
2011. Much better scores. All
I wish I could get into Kingdom Hearts games because I love Disney characters, but playing Kingdom Hearts, it just sounds like homework.
It's a fate worse than death in certain cases.
Maybe they'll fix that for 3. Guys, what did you think about all the Final Fantasy 15 news last night?
That was a lot of info. I'm really excited, though.
It took me back to the Fabula Nova Crystallis reveal a decade earlier, which is when they first fucking showed the game that would be Final Fantasy 15. Because I'm like, well, I want to play Final Fantasy 15, and you will. But did you know we're making an anime and a CG film and a phone game, and you can buy all this? I was like, can't I just buy the game, please?
I'll see you when the game comes out. I don't want anything else.
And September 30th it does. I did see some people pointing out though that when comparatively so many Japanese companies seems to be cutting budgets, it looks like Square Enix spent all the money on this game.
I think that's fairly insane. I'm excited about almost all of it. Even the anime series. Holy shit! I know you can't see this right now.
I can't see shit.
We have a fill light in our face, people, so I can look pretty.
Yeah, I just finished these last weekend. I got all the star coins except for the 7/8 ones with Luigi. Oh, the Skeletor's talking about 3D Land.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I've always wanted to play 3D World on the stream. I just can't seem to find the right excuse. I really like that Mario game.
God.
It'll be the shame if it's the last. And it might be.
What?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I agree. Pasta Bird
so
says...
those points or seconds?
Pasta Bird brings up that...
Okay, never mind. The time isn't counting down, it's counting up.
Yeah.
All that
was
that's another thing. You need the 3D to help adjust your perspective.
Like, I can't tell where those things are.
No,
for real.
It's something you think about with original 3DS games. They're like, oh, everything has to make 3D matter. And then half the way through, they're like, forget 3D. Like, we barely should focus on it. We'll even make a machine that doesn't do it. I think because they were afraid they were not selling things to parents who said, what if it kills my child's eyes?
What if my child has to give up his lacrosse career?
Yeah, I agree with Pasta Bird that it seems...
my child is the #1 Pokemon of the entire regatta.
It's a little presumptuous on Square Enix's part to be like, you're going to like this so much, you'll want 5 things up it. Because with 13, like... When the third 13 game came out, I was just like, no more 13,
Is it
please.
not in the tradition of Final Fantasy to bet the entire farm on one of these games?
On one of these games.
Because that's what it looks like they did. Like, this took 10 years. Like, we
got to sell it for 10 years.
This has to work.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's better they did that than they just decided 5 years ago, fuck it, make a mobile game.
And the game looks really cool. We did stream it a while back. Like, I should have done a little more work.
Yeah, actually, there's a new demo out. We should do that on Tuesday's stream.
Totally, because it was really fun, and I like the natural evolution of the offline Final Fantasy games. I really like the paradigm shift from 13. That's what it's called.
I know, it's just a funny word.
And I did like the 15 is outrageously dynamic. Like, I don't even know how it barely resembles the.
God damn it!
Aimbot Master has a great joke. He says, "Where's the Fan Man minigame? And you should be able to drop into a Wii boxing match." I like the layeredness of that joke.
That's Simpsons reference. New episode of Talking Simpsons out, people. Lisa goes to Washington.
Mr. Lisa goes to Washington.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it is Mr. Lisa. Just to make it more obvious, the reference.
Ho, ho, ho!
Woo! Oh, now you're gonna get out you're going in through the outdoor.
What is the 100 thing?
I don't know. Well, which of those is the first one I need to get? I really had to tell the perspective on that.
That's why I thought this game was a little...
There we go. When a blood moon rises, the line between man and beast is blurred.
Easy peasy asks an important question. How does Square have the budget for Final Fantasy 15 and the F7 remix?
Action figures and I would guess
Tomb Raider
and
two deals. It's not with Microsoft for Tomb Raider.
It's not a bad idea, and I just love the boldness of like, fuck you, new Final Fantasy movie. Last one, biggest failure of all time. Yeah. We're doing it again.
Though, if I had to read one more joke about how Sean Bean's in it and he's gonna die, I was like, guys, when everyone's making the joke, maybe stop. Maybe just.
But how do you feel about Batman vs Superman, though?
That's no joke, man.
Yes. That is totally serious.
Wait, can I land on this?
I think you're supposed to.
Oh, I guess I am a. That sucks.
I didn't know you were supposed to land in the water.
I forgot I had pontoons on my fucking plane. I didn't realize that whole thing was the runway. Mm-hmm. It's not meant to be blown up this big. Yeah, fuck you. So that whole thing doesn't count?
Louis. Sila brings up Louis Vuitton advertisements. That's what pays for those games.
Yeah, I have no idea where that budget came from, but I'm looking forward to the mobile game.
So Tenga said they can't think of any plane puns today.
That's just plain crazy. That's plain lazy.
Plain boring.
Easy peasy
Are you
says.
trying again?
Easy peasy said. Brett just JFK Jr.'d.
Ooh, Aimbot Master, Chris, can I get the Tailspin theme song? You surely can. Spin it! Let's begin it.
You guys did. You guys no sold the JFK Jr. joke. Man, come on. That is a wonderful, tasteless joke about the death of America's son. You fuckers. Fuck you.
I'm busy playing the game, Henry.
Well, I've been outdone, says Sotenga on all of your.
I'm gonna try playing it looking at the screen.
I got a nightmare of a text message just now from my sister.
Uh-oh.
I'm a bad sister. What's your podcast called? What should I tell her?
Which one?
Serial.
Serial. It's called Serial.
Tell her it's kind of funny.
It's called WTF. You can't hear me a lot.
I more stand back.
Yeah.
Or no, I use a special voice filter on it.
I don't know. No idea what I said about her on the show. That's terrifying.
Well, I wouldn't direct her. The one I would want my family to listen to least is Talking Simpsons, because I think it is the most biographical. We're all talking about what it meant to us as children, and my mom is saying that's going to be the one she listens to, is the Talking Simpsons one. I was like, no, that's the one I mentioned you the most on. No,
mother.
Fuck
her. How does she not know? Like, I wear the shirts back home.
Yeah.
I constantly share the stuff on my Facebook.
Yeah, just go to your Facebook wall. I think she could figure it out.
I mean, what happens when you Google me, you cunt?
Jesus.
It's my sister, I can say that.
So Tenka says, director to www.clownpenis.fart. Ratmandu says you should reply, I have 14 podcasts, sis. Then Miller Time says you should tell her to go to batmanthepodcast.com. Is that still live?
I think so, yeah. I need to route 30-2010 to 30-2010. What are you doing, Elson? I didn't even pay attention. Oh, you're hang gliding.
I have to get up to 1,500.
Altitude?
Oh, Easy Pete tells you that her first one should be the Filthy Christmas songs.
But I can't do anything to speed up because it's a hang glider.
Champ says
it's just this peaceful music, man.
Champ says Thursday is the Nintendo and Chris's Family Issues stream.
I've kept this all away from them for so long. It's been wonderful.
I
have a really conservative side of my family too that I don't.
But not your parents.
I don't care if they find out, because the most conservative side of my parents are very social media savvy.
God damn it!
I think know what I'm doing and try and keep away from it intentionally.
Yeah. I mean, meanwhile, I hear tales of my dad seeing my tweets about police brutality and grumbling quite a bit.
It's a good idea, Brandolph. Talking Seinfeld, a podcast about nothing.
Well, in 8 years, when we're done with The Simpsons, what do you think should be the last one? I mean,
Frank Grimes.
Nah, Principal of the Pauper at least.
Frank Grimes is before that?
No, it is before that. Because that was like 8 episodes before it. But the final production episode of season 8 is Principal and the Pauper. But I think season 9 still has a couple. I would say the Kid Rock episode is the worst.
Oh God, Brett, stop!
Did you do it?
Barely.
Oh,
barely.
Sad Brett.
I didn't make it up to the top, and
Sad
that
Brett.
that sucked. The hang gliding is the hardest.
Pasta
one
Bird says can't stop The Simpsons. Yeah, that 90s show. We're not going to watch that fucking long to see that 90s show.
Night Dehumidifier. So the 90s show where the only sound is Bob shooting everyone.
Yeah, Night Dehumidifier. That Bob would never sit for that. I mean,
Man,
let's get
tough.
to season 10. Let's get to season 8 and think about it then, guys.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to things that I didn't already have maxed out, because everything else is 3 stars.
What's something you think you're MLG in and that people deserve to see?
I mean, I don't. Probably at this point, nothing, because it's been 5 years.
Easy. I enjoyed the Frank Grimes.
We can try whatever this is.
What the fuck is
Ooh,
that?
boy, a rocket plane.
Whatever it is, I did a really good job already.
And why is the plane always the same color?
I got my.
It's the color of my
Why
shirt.
is it matching your shirt?
It's the me.
I got a solid gold.
You didn't see
house
those planes in
and a
9/11 wearing turbans, did you?
Oh, by the way, this wasn't the best. Yes.
Oh, we're flashing. We're flashing. This is it.
This gotta be it.
This wasn't the best launch game. The best launch game was Street Pass and the Me Puzzle and the Me Plaza. No, not Me Plaza. The Me Find Me. Find Me.
It's awesome. Ratman Du's starting a Talking Simpsons podcast where he talks about every episode of Talking Simpsons.
I'll kill myself if I hear that. No, I kid myself. I'll die before then. But hey.
All right, here we go.
Whoa, what are you crazy?
Big fan.
Oh God.
So Tanka says, would you guys consider hand-picking episodes from later seasons and dragging yourselves through it? I think that could possibly be an okay... Wait. If we did a couple of if we did like one of those every 3 months as a Patreon exclusive, just to suffer through it.
The race driving camera.
Holy shit!
That was great. You just flung him right out of that.
All right, now I'm back on target. I got confused.
I like
the Talking Simpsons DVD sets with commentary, so you can have more to talk about on Talking Simpsons.
I should mention though that like the Pilotwings 64 and this, especially 64, but 64 was so notable at the time because it gave you this 3D world that you could actually explore. And growing up with NES and Super NES, even just that novelty. Screw this! I don't even want to do this. I want to fly around.
The vaping episode of The Simpsons.
But yeah, just like that, like there's a there's a volcano and there's a top to it, and I can go up to it.
Can you go inside it?
And then, I flew out of it. Rushmore. I flew out of it earlier, so
I'm scared.
Yeah, it was really cool to just play around with the things in Pilotwings 64.
This is transfixing.
Like that cannon and shooting your cannon at Mount Rushmore and turns it into Mario. The faces. And then if you hit Mario, it turns into Wario. It does.
Randall says, "How about talking King of the Hill? That podcast ain't right."
Whoa! I'd be okay with King of the Hill. I like King of the Hill's a very good show.
Oh fuck! I did it. Oh, that's fine.
The Retro Future Man says that their last episode of The Simpsons was the Christmas one with Gary Cole.
Man.
Yes, Gary Coleman. I wish it was Gary Cole. That would be a great episode.
Who's this nerd?
Lumber. Maverick. Yeah. He's done so many things, but this will always define him. If anybody's seen Andrew Tribeca, my favorite moment of the show is Gary Cole saying, "Good, good." You'll get it. It stinks. A critic podcast. Oh,
I'd be into a critic podcast.
We have all the time in the universe.
We certainly do. No, I mean, well, at least with a critic, there are 33 episodes.
Oh, we are blinking. Where are you going?
Let's see what this island is.
This will die any moment.
Yeah, this is gonna blink out of existence any second. But yeah, I think I still love the
Perpetual Christopher says Dave is way wrong about the first Halloween Treehouse.
Oh yes, way wrong.
I feel like I like the first Pilotwings the most.
Yeah,
I bet it's the one you spent the most time with.
Brett, I don't even know that. I love how jump in, jump out it is. Like
Brett, which has your favorite music?
Dinosaur.
What, the golf club?
This all seems to be referencing Nintendo games I don't like.
Oh, whoa!
Wow, that was MLG.
That was 2011. And also, do you guys recall when they delivered in a van a bus? When they delivered the 3DSs in a bus, the 3DS bus, with the ladies with the 3DSs attached to them.
See me share that image from last week?
Shared my image of
we actually saw them earlier that January. I went to this thing in New York where they debuted it, I guess.
And re-debuted it. No, they debuted it at E3. You were there, remember? Yeah. You were the first person. You were the first regulars.
But I mean, their thing in January was like their big coming out launch party thing of this is what's going to be the launch. It's not very good.
I remember that, and I do love the caption I did.
Man, it's Jaws 2 over here, everybody.
You, me, Hank, and the 3DS together forever with a 3DS tether on a girl named Heather.
But I guess you guys could just look up the old Talk Radar from that week
Venture
to
Brothers
know how
is the best idea I've heard of. Because one, I think it absolutely merits
There's a lot to
a scene-by-scene breakdown just for all the references, and we'd only have to do 8 episodes every 2 years.
Once we would get caught up, we'd only have to do 8 every 2 years. Yeah.
All right, you done? This battery's dead too. We're cursed.
Oh God.
All right,
get out.
Big finish, Elson. Big finish.
I'm just flying around while you guys talk about whatever.
I haven't really watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend yet, Taser Line. But anyway, so that's our 5th anniversary stream of Pilotwings. Hey, why don't you like, follow, subscribe? I never say that, but on our Facebook, that's Laser Time Show
happy
on Twitter.
5th birthday to the 3DS.
Yeah, Pilotwings. Thanks for joining us. See you next Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, Twitch streamers.